What's going on, guys? I hope you like the new intro. I finally decided to upgrade my software. So for the most part, my editing was all done on Windows, which if you guys don't know is really super basic software, and I didn't really have the means to invest in anything else, and so I just kept doing it. And I said, well, if I keep doing YouTube and I keep making videos and I get a good response, then I'll put the money into the software. So I updated my software. It's not the latest and greatest stuff, but it works. It's way better. I'm super hyped for the videos to come because I have way more options as far as editing goes now. So for all of you also who have been commenting or messaging me on Instagram and stuff, asking what's up with the 240, where's the video, because I didn't make one last weekend. Thank you, I appreciate it. When you guys do that kind of stuff, it kind of pushes me to pump out more video, more content. It shows me if people are watching. Real quick, if you're new to the channel or you're watching this, hit that little bell on the corner so that you guys get notified. 240 was running great a couple days, and then it started running like dog shit. Just a bunch of stupid little stuff. Basically, long story short, if you do decide to run this kit, get a adjustable fuel pressure regulator, get rid of your factory fuel pressure regulator, and since I already have the rebuild kit on the FMU, I'm gonna hook that up today. Drop off my sweet ass Transit, if you guys can't tell. Transit gang for all you Xfinity Comcast guys. I see you all the time. Peace. And hop in the Audi, head home, and we'll get to work on this 240. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm back at the house. You can see it's a mess. 240's right there. Pulled her out. Good. Car did good. I just drove it. I had the FMU hooked up. I'm sorry I didn't record it. I just kind of wanted to hurry up and do it. I'm getting a little bit of breakup sometimes in boost, and I think it's just my spark plugs because they're like a 35 gap, 35, and they should be like 32 or below. So that's an easy fix, and it only happened a couple times. When I drove it, I did slide it a couple times. Unfortunately, my GoPro is not charged, so I wasn't able to record any of that. But the next video or the video after that, now that the car is running, you guys will get to see a lot more footage of it inside the car. But I just wanted to go over and kind of show you guys an overall finish of the car, how everything's set up, yada yada. So if that way, for all you guys that are trying to do this kit, then you get an idea of what you need to do to get it running efficiently. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially right now the roads are kind of wet, so second gear, 60% throttle is putting the car a lane over. So pretty fun. All right, so we'll start from the top. We had to modify the intercooler to make it fit without cutting the supports. I didn't want to cut the supports because I didn't want a saggy bumper and I didn't have a bash bar. So my brother helped me and we built these, put them on super tight. I can shake the whole chassis with it, so it ain't going anywhere. It's almost like a bumper within itself. Currently I'm not running the blow-off valve because I don't have a tune, so the atmospheric blow-off was causing the car to die on deceleration. I'm only running like 7 pounds, so I'm not too worried about a little bit of compressor surge. I might try to hook this back up in the future just because I love how it sounded when I did have it hooked up, but for now I'm not too worried about it. Doesn't look like it's leaking here. The only issue I really ran into with the kit itself, modifying wise, is I had to flip this to this side for the oil feed because it was banging itself against the hood, therefore causing it to leak. So I did that, just flipped it around and I notched the hood a little bit and spaced it out with spacers, and then we had to re-weld the, shout out to FluxCore, the downpipe, and reclock it because it was hitting the chassis. But other than that, modification was good. You can see the blowing from the manifold, but it hasn't cracked or anything, so that's sweet. Wiring specialties harness, because my MAF was giving me issues, so wiring specialty harness, soldered it all up. I want to shorten this, probably tuck it up, and a brand new MAF, just because I was kind of eliminating things, and I was running a single cam MAF before, which I didn't know, which was giving me some issues. Shout out to my bald ass fucking tires. Stock fuel filter, but I'm gonna change it to a Z32, and eBay fuel pressure regulator, and the Vortec FMU, and I'm gonna explain that to you guys in a second how it works. basically I deleted all the return line stuff because it goes down there, and I'm running all this bull honky instead. It's still on stock injectors, 7 pounds. It seems to be running about a wide open throttle. When I was kind of trying to check at the same time while trying to drive, it's kind of wet out here right now, so when getting on the gas, 240 just wants to slide. So I was trying to monitor it, and it seemed it was about 11.1, 11.2 at wide open throttle, which is good enough for me at this point. I'm happy with it. I want to get it tuned and go bigger injectors, so I'm gonna try not to beat on it too much until then. But if worse comes to worse and something does happen, then I guess I'll just be putting a new motor in. What I'm gonna do is kind of explain to you how the FMU works, and I'll explain that to you, and then I'll show you how I routed everything. So essentially what the FMU does is allows you to run stock injectors. What it does is it has a diaphragm in there, and it's running off vacuum, so on your manifold, so that it can read boost pressure into the intake manifold. And what it does is there's a bunch of different little discs that you can buy, radies you can choose. A typical fuel pressure regulator would be like a 1-to-1. So, but when you're running boost, you obviously want more fuel. So you pick a disc that goes inside of it, depending on what you want, and usually they have like a 10-to-1, an 8-to-1, 12-to-1. So essentially what that's doing is it's blocking and not allowing the fuel to come back to the return and adding more fuel to the motor. So every pound of boost that I have, for every pound of boost, I get 8 psi more fuel pressure than I would if I was just running the fuel pressure regulator. So it's kind of like a safety measure. Like I said, it seems to be working. It was like 11.1, 11.2 wide open throttle. So, and I've only really took the car up to 5 grand, and it's a KA. And so hopefully I made sense and made that easy. If not, let me know if you have any questions. I'll explain it better, or I can do a full like tutorial and break it apart and show you everything. But yeah, it worked. It was kind of a hassle. I bought it off eBay. They said it was never used. It was, so I had to call Vortec, order it, and it was super expensive. It was a headache. But anyways, like I said, the car is running, which is sweet. Now it's time to do some skiddy videos. I gotta get tires in alignment. But that's pretty much it. And then we can get to doing some more fun videos. I should hopefully come out with a video this weekend. I plan on taking a trip up to my buddy's shop. They just rented out a shop, so I'll kind of take a trip up there, show you guys around their shop. They're essentially the guys who got me into this whole 240 bullshit to begin with, so we'll go check their stuff out. And yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, get the notifications, because now here come all the fun videos. And yeah, until next time, guys.